Hey guys, what is up? It is Joker here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys my favorite slash top 10 best cars in GTA 5. The reason I say that is because these are my personal favorite cars in the game, and they probably are some of the best cars, but there could be others that are a little bit better. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, guys, right off the bat, I want to make two honorable mentions. The first one is going to be to the Mustang. I don't know what the in-game name is, but we can pretty much tell it's a Mustang. The reason I like this car so much is it sounds really, really nice. It sounds really, really strong. It's a classic muscle car. It's a lot of fun to drive, and it's actually a really good car to use once you first start out GTA Online. If you guys didn't do the money glitch, or if you guys just haven't played enough to have a lot of money, the Mustang and the Challenger are two awesome cars that are really good, and they're under 50 grand, so you can use them on GTA Online, which is pretty cool. But okay, I'm gonna let the gameplay of the Mustang just roll for maybe another 10 seconds, and then we'll get into the next car. Okay, guys, time to get into the next honorable mention, which you guys are gonna be seeing on screen right now. It's nice and matte blacked out. I think it's called the Mario. I'm not really sure about the name online. I'm sorry about this. But I don't even know what kind of car it's designed off in real life. It might just be made up, but it looks like a nice, like old classic muscle car, made with like more of a modern design to it. With the back of it having those little like slates in it or cuts. I don't know what they're called. But you know, this car again, it's a lot of fun to drive. It has a really, really strong engine, and you can do a lot with it. It's a lot of fun to take on the highway, go around. The handling on it is not too good. Just same with like the Mustang and the Challenger have a lot better handling, but it's a lot of fun to drive. Okay, guys, let's get into the countdown now. At my number 10 is going to be the ZType. When I first saw this car online, when you got to go in that mission uh, and retrieve all the really good cars for that really rich guy, I really didn't like it. I didn't like the look of it compared to, next to the Entity and next to the Vodka. But, it kind of really grew on me once online came out, because I did the money glitch, I'm not going to lie, and I had tons of money, so I decided to buy the Z-Type just to mess with people, because, if I didn't know about the money glitch and it was 2 weeks into online and someone already had like a $10 million car, even though it's only worth online like about, I think it's about a million, it might be just under a million, it was still pretty funny. I got a lot of reactions. That car got blown up so much. That cost a lot of people money. But yeah, the car, it's a lot of fun to drive. It does awesome jumps with it if you take an XF Affinity and then the Z-Type and you go down the runway at the airport and run into each other, the thing goes flying. It's really sick. But yeah, that's all I really want to say on the Z-Type, so let's get into number 9. Okay, so now at number 9 is going to be the Bullet. Now, there's an interesting story behind this. Well, not really that interesting, but it's kind of cool. So, the Bullet was actually the first car I ever drove once I got to play GTA, the single player. I literally, after I got done that mission with Lamar and Franklin, we did that street race, I literally walked out in the middle of the street, stopped the first car that came at me, and it was the Bullet. And I was so excited when I first saw it, because I thought it was the new Lamborghini, until I got inside of it. I'm like, oh my goodness, they brought the Bullet back from San Andreas. And, yeah, I really liked it at first, but now seeing it compared to all the other cars, really just kind of went down to a Mustang level. But I had to put it in the top 10 just because how fun it was driving San Andreas. But I really wish they would have made it better. I really wish they would have made it up there with. I know it is a supercar, but it's kind of slow compared to a supercar. It doesn't really have the greatest handling, but it still is a lot of fun to drive. Okay, guys, at number 8, I was about to say 7 there for a second, is the Fezzler. I actually have kind of a funny clip here coming up where I was trying to figure out if I was recording or not, and I was just holding down the LD button. I actually ruined my Fezzler, but it's actually on topic here. This car is really fun to custom-made. You can custom-made a lot of it. You can put that big spoiler on it. Yeah, I don't know. This car is really fun to custom-made. It's a lot of fun to drive. It actually has really good handling, surprisingly, even though I fucking went in the ocean. But like if you go up to Vinewood, you know how swervy and gay those roads are. I was really hoping they'd take them out of San Andreas, but those nice roads, you can really just go right through them with the Fezzler. They're tons of fun to use. Basically all I wanted to say about the Fezzler. Let's get into number 7. Okay, guys, so number 7 is going to be the Vodka. Yes, it is that new. It's based off a Lamborghini. I'm not sure what type of Lamborghini, but the Vodka it looks really really nice. It's probably the second best looking car in the game, but the thing that sets it so low here at number 7 is because how bad the handling is. Handling to me is I cannot keep control of this. Even if you put it down to the lowest suspension, it doesn't like to stick to the ground. It likes to always come off. It likes to flip. It's like I need to go medium speed with it, or I won't have control of it. It's not like I can go full speed and just make tight turns whenever I want with some of the cars up here. Top 5, you'll be able to do that. But, yep, that's basically all I want to say about the Vodka. Getting to number 6. Okay, guys, number 6 is going to be the Infernus. Now, the Infernus was my second favorite car in GTA 4, and I was so excited when I saw it in GTA 5 for the first time. First thing I did was I got inside of it, and I rushed right over to Los Santos Customs. I was really hoping they would have the exact lime green color that they had in GTA 4. That was one of my favorite cars, was putting that nice lime green on the Infernus, even though paint sprays would be so fucking annoying. Never changed fucking color, but yeah, so the Infernus, they increased the speed of it by a lot. The Infernus flies. It feels like the Infernus is just as fast as the Bugatti in those cars, but I don't really think it is. The handling is average, but just because it's the Infernus and it's a classic from GTA 4, that's why it's put it at number 6. Okay, guys, let's get into number 5. Number 5 is going to be the Bugatti, or in game, its name is the Adder, or the Bugatti Veyron in real life. The reason it's only at number 5 is because even though it's a really good looking car, it drives okay. It's just, I don't know what it is about this car. I really don't like to use it in races anymore. Only at the beginning I really like to use it in races, and I don't know what it is about this car. It just it's not my type of car, you know. It looks really nice. It looks kind of elegant. It looks actually really nice, and the speed of it's very well. The handling could be better, but nothing you can really do about that. So, let's get into number 4. Okay, guys, number 4 is the Coil. The Coil is one of my favorite cars in this game, and it was so sick when I first got inside the drive in it. The reason I like the Mustang and like the Moro and the Charger so much is because how nice and tough they sound. Where the Coil sounds like you're just driving on air. It feels really nice. It's a really pretty car. It doesn't have the best speed, but it has really good handling. You can take nice tight turns. So if you guys are ever in a race, I'm not sure if the Coil is super or if it's sport. I think it might be super, so then you probably wouldn't want to choose it. But if it is sport, it has pretty good handling. It's really nice speed. I really like the sound of it because it just sounds like you're driving on air. It's really cool. So yeah, let's get to number 3. Okay, guys, number 3 is the Corvette. Now, the Corvette was my favorite car in GTA 4. I love the way it looked. Even though it had terrible handling, GTA 4, no one really cared about handling. There were hardly any races. Usually just got in a private match and play with your friends. But I really like the way the Corvette looks. How, like, I don't know how to describe it, but I love how big the hood is and how detailed it is. It reminds me of a Velociraptor dinosaur. I have no idea why. It's kind of fucked up. But this car is probably the best looking in the game in my mind. I just love that giant hood and the detail that's in the hood. All the little engravements. Well, not really engravements, but those little like indent stuff. And I prefer to have the roof on. You can either have the roof on or off. I prefer to have it on. Same with the Coil. I'd rather have the roof on. So, yeah, that's all I really want to say about the Corvette. Let's get into number 2. Okay, guys, number 2 is going to be the Cheetah. I absolutely love the Cheetah so much. It is, I want to say that number 1, number 2 are tied for my favorite cars in the game. The Cheetah is a classic from San Andreas. If you can put the lowest suspension on that thing, it literally sticks to the ground. You can make any turn you want. It does not leave the ground because it already rides so low. And then you put the lowest suspension. It's absolutely amazing. Hilarious. You can drive under almost any car. It's literally like a ramp. You get like a really big transport truck and just drive it over a Cheetah. It'll just ramp right off it. It's actually really cool. I really like the speed, and of course, like I said, the handling is absolutely amazing. It just sticks to the ground. It is so awesome. Now let's get into my number 1 favorite slash best car in GTA 5, and it is the XF Entity. Now, the reason I love this car so much, I want to say the Cheetah and the XF Entity are tied, but the XF Entity might be just a little bit higher. You know, the Cheetah does have a little bit better handling, but the Entity does have that little bit better speed. But the reason that it puts it over the top is because the Entity looks way better than the Cheetah. The Cheetah looks really good. If you can put like matte black on it, it kind of looks like a Batmobile. But I just love the back two like rectangular things covered in like a wrap of like, I don't even know what's over top of it, but just the back of the car. I love the way it looks. It just that's the best part of the car by far. I love the turbo. When you put turbo on this thing, it just off a race, you're just boom, you're gone. You have turbo, you have the fully upgraded engine on a race. You just go right when that race starts. If you get the turbo start along with the turbo you already have, you're flying. You are just gone. So yeah, guys, that concludes my top 10 favorite last best cars in GTA 5. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys really liked it, it would be amazing if you guys could leave a like down below. It took me a long time to make this. I had to go back, buy all the cars, mod them all out, and then get gameplay of them driving. If you guys have not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm going to be having tons of funny montage moments coming out within the new week, probably Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.